time to start a new box set. This is 4 Film Noir Classics, Volume 2 from Arrow Video. I love film noir. It's always good to break into a box set of some sort. First up, we have The Suspect from 1944, directed by Robert Siodmak and starring Charles Laughton, which is just terrific. That pedigree alone had me really interested in this film. We have Laughton, who plays Philip, a shopkeeper who's really deeply unhappy with his life. He has this shrewish wife in this Edwardian set thriller that just henpecks him, who just berates him and his son. At the start, we see him going hoa. The wife has kicked the son out for some ridiculously small, minuscule reason. And this man, Philip, goes, this is the point. This is the point where we are no longer. We shall live under the one roof, but I will sleep in this room, you will sleep in that room, and we'll try to stay out of each other's ways, much to the chagrin of the put-upon wife.
Then how dare you? I forbid it, you hear me? I forbid you to treat me like this.
Now, Cora, that's all over now that John's gone. All over and done with. Do you understand me?
Charles Laughton lives his life, lives his best life. He has a factory where he turns a young woman down for a job, but when he bumps into her later, they start a kind of cordial relationship, courting, almost as they start to spend time together, go for meals, have dates, almost easing towards that. And this woman definitely sees a future in the plans for these two, but she doesn't know about Philip's home situation. He doesn't know that she's married, and that's just going to cause all sorts of shenanigans. And every time he is out with this woman, he is having the greatest time. Everything is just wonderful. When he goes home, he has his wife just at him, constantly just at him, just on the last nerve, just tearing him down. And it becomes to a wonderful sequence where he's seen nothing, but so much is implied and it's so wonderfully shot. We have an argument. We know that the wife knows what's going on. She starts to threaten and cajole her husband.
Maybe you're asking yourself how much I know. Exton and Winwood. That's where she works. Melbourne Crescent. That's where she lives.
Cut to her funeral, where she's out the picture. She's gone, and Philip can now live the life he wants to live. He can see this woman that he was attracted to. Everything is rosy. He may have killed her. He might not have killed her. It's never straight out and said. It's just heavily implied. And I like this. And this is where the film, for me, took a really interesting turn with a late addition of a character, Inspector Huxley, who comes in and is one of those wonderful procedural detectives who just kind of gets in the way. He's a little bit like Columbo of Edwardian times.
Things are much clearer now. Nothing like being on the actual spot, you know? Much better than trying to visualize things from a written report. I imagine it must be.
He starts to niggle Philip. He starts to follow him around, talk to people at his business, talk to his family members, talk to his friend who may be his new partner, possibly going to be his wife, and starting to needle everything to try and get a reaction. And this is where the real thrills and spills come from. The second half of the film, where our character is put in a situation, has to make a choice, is wanting to begin his new life, but has this heavy weight upon him, and it just so effortlessly fun and engaging. And I love this Edwardian set that we have here, the period of time, the kind of social dynamics that are going on at this time. I really like the idea of that, and it's shot fantastically well, as you would expect from Siodmak, who really does keep the focus on the characters in the first half and the tension in the second half, which really just marries together wonderfully well. This was a great start to this set, all kinds of thrills and chills, a wonderful finale as well, and I love the fact that it's a story where we're almost introduced to the main character, Inspector Huxley, more than halfway through the film, because I really do feel like he is the driving force for this one. Strangely set up, really well executed, and just a hell of a lot of fun. Suspect, great start to the set. I can't wait to see what is next as all. But I'd love to know your thoughts on The Suspect, so let me know in the comment box below whether you loved it, hated it, or fell somewhere in the middle. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon membership program at manlyfilm.com. Always, in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.